All right, we're live. Hey, everybody, I'm Madalyn Skool. Welcome to Social Media and AI Shortcuts. Today, we got lots to talk about. I even have a special guest. We're going to discuss vertical video on LinkedIn and how this type of content can impact your overall reach and engagement. And guess what? It works on the other platforms too. You'll be able to take what we talk about today and apply it in addition to LinkedIn, your TikTok, your YouTube, your Facebook, and Instagram. Plus, we're going to discuss ChatGPT's new task feature. I've been playing with it. It's pretty darn cool. And we'll also catch up on the latest social media news. Cami Huyse is here. Cami, I'm so excited that I know you're like out and about doing your thing here in Houston, but you're making some time to come sit with me for a few minutes because you're doing some cool things. Where are you at right now? What are you up to? What's going on with you?
Yeah, so like this moment, I'm sitting in a building, Public Relations Society of America. I'm on the board, and we have a meeting today, and we're talking about kind of the future, which is perfect because we're talking about the future too. And I think that's really on everybody's minds right now is the future. Like, what should we be doing this year, right now, to do a better job with our social media outreach, our visibility, all the things, especially if you have a business or something like that. So I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you made some time for us in your busy schedule because you and I are old friends. We go way back. And for those that are not familiar with Cami, let me just give you like a little brief rundown about her. She's an OG digital strategist like myself, and she's also an AI expert. So she's like perfect. We'll have to have you come on from time to time, Cami, because you're perfect for this community with both digital marketing and AI stuff. And Cami is spicing up brands community with creative content and connections. Her passion lies in growing online communities for brands by harnessing the power of AI. And I love that, Cami. Can we tell people about our little, not details, but can we tell people what we've been up to? Should we?
Yes, it'll hold us accountable. Let's do it.
I think so. So we've been keeping it on the down low for quite a while, but Kimmy and I are actually working on a book together, a book about online communities. If y'all don't know, her and I used to host a podcast years ago called Communities That Convert. We had so much fun doing that podcast.
It was fun. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Hanging out with you is always amazing. Come on.
We always have a good time, but it was all about helping people build online communities and even in-person communities better. And you and I both have so much experience with that. Now, what we're going to talk about, because I know you're limited with time, we're going to talk about LinkedIn's new vertical video. And I'm going to play a couple of short videos. First, I'm going to play one that talks about about this LinkedIn vertical video. I'm going to play that really quick, and then I'm going to play Cami's short video that just came out, and we're going to talk about this new project she's doing that I'm going to participate in. And then a little later, we'll bring our regulars up on screen to have a conversation about this. But let's quickly listen and watch this video.
In this video, I'm going to share with you how I got over 700,000 views within a week with LinkedIn's brand new trend. Every time LinkedIn releases a new feature, they always give it a push. So what's the new feature and what's the new trend that I'm talking about? What's this video about and how can you get value? If you know anything about social media, you'll know that TikTok is an absolute beast. All the social media channels are following what TikTok has done because people want to consume short form video content. I don't know if you've ever found yourself on the couch scrolling videos, whether it's on TikTok, Facebook, or LinkedIn. It's very addictive. Facebook's followed. They introduced Reels. They've introduced Story. Instagram followed TikTok. Every social platform has done it except for LinkedIn. And now LinkedIn has been experimenting with a vertical video feed. It's not in every country yet, but if you're in Australia and you open the LinkedIn mobile app, in fact, let me just do it for you right now. You see right down the bottom here where it's got the main navigation bar, you've got home, video, my network, notifications, jobs. So these are generally the areas that LinkedIn wants you to click on. It's conversion hierarchy. You put the links that you want people to click on the most prominent. There's no post. There's no posting image. There's no post article. It's video. That tells me one thing. LinkedIn is prioritizing video content. And I open it up and what do I see? A vertical video feed that I can scroll through. Now, This is what was announced about 3 weeks ago. We're in December 2025, so let's call it November. I found out from LinkedIn that they're all in on vertical video. They've done their testing and they're rolling it out internationally. And at the time, it was about 10% of the world that had the vertical video feed. It's a new feature, right? It's a new trend. But the first thing I'm thinking of is that means only 10% of LinkedIn users are on there at the moment. So whatever you can achieve now, multiply that by 10 when it gets rolled out internationally. The other thing is most creators aren't posting video on LinkedIn. Only 1% of LinkedIn members post at all. A lot less post video. Well, we've already
All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. So this is so interesting. I don't know how many people here have noticed on the LinkedIn mobile app that all of a sudden there's a little video feed at the bottom. I just noticed it the other day when Kimmy and I were talking. I'm like, oh, there's a For You feed here all of a sudden. When did this happen? And so it prompted me to go play with this last night. I will admit I don't use LinkedIn as much as I should be, but I do plan to use it a lot more. And so what I did last night is I took one of my videos from our live stream, our long form content live stream, and I use Opus Clip to I'll just play it. If you have the mobile app, ChatGPT on your mobile app, you can talk to it now, but you can also do the video, which is new and it's super cool. So all I did here is do this post. I did it on my phone and posted the video. And I use Opus Clip. If y'all have not checked out Opus Clip, this tool saves you so much time. What used to take hours, I can do in minutes. So Opus Clip is free and there's paid. Go to the link bit.ly/try Opus Clips. I did the free account, fell in love, and then just had to go pay for it because I can't get over how much time this thing saves me. This leads me to why I have Kimmy here with us today, because she's here to join us because she's doing something really special. I'm going to just play a really short video that explaining what she's up to. And then we're going to have her talk about it. I'm so excited about this. So let me bring all this up here so y'all can see.
LinkedIn is prioritizing short form video in the feed. So if you're thinking this is my year to master short form video, you are not alone. I've put together a short form video challenge for LinkedIn, which of course you can use in all other formats. And we are going to be doing that later this month in January. Click on the link to come join us.
I'm so excited about this, Cammie. So, yeah, you and I were talking the other day. You were telling me about, I'm like, oh, this sounds fun. So tell everybody a little more about what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so thank you so much, by the way, for having me here today. And I'm so excited to be talking to your community and hanging out with you today, as always. As you know, and you and I are the same way, Madalyn, I like to do things instead of talk about them. Like, I'd much rather do that because I will get in my head. You know, I don't know about you, but not you so much. You're the just do it gal. But that's always been a thing with me. We used to talk about this a lot. Cammie would think. Cammie would ruminate. Cammie would come up with strategies. I'm great at strategy. And what I've learned is a little bit from Madalyn to just do it. So next week, we're going to do a challenge where we're going to actually create these videos. I'll show you I'll teach you what she just showed you. I'll teach you how to do that. And also we're going to get together and put together your strategy with your ideas. And at the end, you'll have videos that you can put up. Like, so you can maybe put them over, like, I'm thinking like 4 or 5 videos people will have when they're done. Maybe 3, it depends on how fast you are at editing. But we'll have 3 to 5 videos that you can immediately put up so that you have something in your feed and we can take advantage of this thing that LinkedIn has put out. So I did see this last month. I started going to some LinkedIn workshops that LinkedIn was having, and they're telling me that LinkedIn says that video on the LinkedIn feed is 1.5 times more effective. Like, it gets 1.5 times more engagement than any other kind of content. You're still going to want to do other kinds of content on there, like your text posts and everything on LinkedIn. You don't want to just, some people are going all in on the LinkedIn viral video or vertical video, but because you have to go to a different feed, we're still training people how to do that, right? Like, you didn't even know, Madalyn, that it existed until a couple of days ago. So we have to get everybody on there. But and the point is if you've ever wanted to do vertical video, we're going to do it together. And Madalyn's coming. You're going to do it with me, right?
I'm participating. Come join me because I signed up and I want to do it too. Because for me, this will just give me more accountability because I need to be doing more of this. So even though I know a lot about it, I love Cami. I love doing whatever she's doing. And so I'm signed up. So I have in the ticker here the link to this. I got a bit.ly link set up, Vertical Video Challenge. It starts next week and it's normally a $37 cost. Cami was nice enough to give me a $10 discount code to share with everybody. So I've signed up and I'm super excited to be doing this, Cami. I think this is just a brilliant idea, especially because LinkedIn is really pushing vertical video. And I think that so many people are doing it over on TikTok, but they're not doing it.
Well, and TikTok is in like disrepair this week. So if you're a TikToker, let us know in the comments. But the bottom line is, they're calling themselves, nomads or something. I forget what it is. TikTok is, everybody's looking for a different platform. So if you go to any of the download pages for the stats, like there's all these like Lemonade and Red Note and all these crazy apps that are popping up everywhere. And some people are saying, I don't want to go over to Instagram because I feel like it's not the same. But LinkedIn is a really great place, especially if you have a business case. So it's a great place to come if you have a business case. Why don't we take advantage of it while they're actually pushing it? Especially because of what's going on with TikTok. All these other platforms are pushing hard to get you to come try out their platforms. So they're gonna prioritize our content. And as he said in the video, only 1% of LinkedIn users ever even post. Ever.
Yeah.
So we have it's carte blanche for the people who are really good content creators. We have to use this while we have it. It doesn't always last, as we all know.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited you're doing this challenge next week. And I'm like you, I'm just like a doer. And it's like, oh, I got to sign up for this. So you're doing 3 days next week. You're going to be like it's like a live stream with the community of people that are learning.
We do it in Zoom. So we're going to be all together. Right.
Yeah. And you'll record them. They'll be available for replay.
Yes. They'll be available for replay. And the first part of there's a 2-hour block each day. You don't have to come for all 2 hours, but that 2-hour block has a little bit of teaching at the beginning. So we're all on the same page, what tools and questions and all that kind of stuff. And then that second part of the hour is co-working. So you get the work done. So if you put this in your schedule, you'll get it done. If you can't be there, we will record the teaching. You can watch it and do it on your own time. We will be sending out emails and so on. We may actually make a Facebook group. I haven't decided if we're doing that yet. I guess it depends on if everybody wants one or not. We might make one like on the fly so that we can all work together. We were talking about that yesterday. So anyway, let me know if you want to have a Facebook group to connect on that front too. But that is absolutely what we're doing, 100%.
I'm so excited. I think it's such a great idea. I just love all the stuff you do. So I definitely encourage the community here, if y'all want to come do this with me, because I'm going to be participating. I definitely need to be doing more vertical video, and I definitely need to be doing it on LinkedIn. But I love that these are strategies and tools that we can take to the other platforms. Like Reels and Facebook and YouTube. I'm trying to do more YouTube shorts. So
and you can take these and use them there too. I did too. I put this one on YouTube. You just played it off of YouTube, I think. But didn't you? Yeah. So I put this up on YouTube. Yeah.
That was from your YouTube. So yeah. Well, you can connect with me on LinkedIn at thecamihuyse.com there. I have that's like my link tree with all of my links, including links to my LinkedIn. So if you want to connect with me there, we can as well. Just let me know. But use the coupon code because it's only for Madalyn. I made it for Madalyn. Oh, you're so kind. I appreciate that. So if anybody needs the code, I have it on the ticker right now, but SSM video, but y'all can always just message me. I'll send you the link and code if y'all want it. But Cami, thank you. I know you're busy. You're off doing your thing, but thank you for popping in and hanging out.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for having me. It was so fun. I appreciate it. Bye guys.
Bye. That was fun. I'm so glad she joined us. So y'all be sure to check that out, her vertical video challenge. It is bit.ly/vertical video challenge. Use the code video to get $10 off. I'm really looking forward to doing this with her. I love doing stuff like this. And it's things like this that I think are so great for us because it holds us accountable. I know how to do vertical video. I know how to do stuff. I could teach y'all how to do it, but I want to be part of a group doing it together. And that like brings accountability. And I love stuff like that. Y'all know I love stuff like that. So anyway, thank y'all so much for, Cammie was really pressed for time and I really wanted her to come in and hang out with us. So, and talk about that, but I got so many things for us to talk about. And any of our regulars, if you have the link to come in here, go ahead and join. For anybody that is watching us live and you're one of our usual regulars from the old Twitter Smarter chat or the Learn with Madalyn and all the stuff I've been doing, just put up a comment, let me know. I'd be happy to send you the link if you want to come join in. I want to remind everybody, I do have social media and AI shortcuts, this community, but also over on the Skool platform. So it's a place where we can continue our discussions because normally we come here for an hour each week. Although I have so much stuff to talk about, I don't know if I can pack it all in an hour, but I'm going to try. But we have a way to still stay in touch and talk about stuff and connect as a community. So be sure to join skool.com/Madalyn Sklar. That's what it looks like on the screen. It's like a forum. It's pretty darn cool. I always have the replays from these live streams in there as well. So if you're not able to be here live, you want to easily be able to get to the replay. I always have it available there. If you were here last week, we had some fun. We were talking about how about my birthday was last week, and Barb and Bez both did videos, and it was so nice of them. They didn't have to, but we talked about, hey, why don't we all, take a moment and make Madalyn a happy birthday video. So I'm going to show this one Barb made because it's really, really cool. I really like this. So let me pop it up on the screen here. So she sent this over on X last week and using some cool AI. Watch this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Madalyn. Happy birthday to you.
That was pretty darn cool. I like that. Bez did one too. I had the link a moment ago and now I need to go find it because I seem to have lost it. This is a live show. So, y'all know how live stuff goes. It is just fun and you never know what's going to happen, but I love doing this stuff live because that's my way of doing things. So let me show you the one that Bez made. Hopefully he'll make it over here. He, with his schedule today, he wasn't sure if he'd be able to come in or not. He might pop in. All right. So he also made a video. If y'all don't know, years ago, I started a hashtag on what was then called Twitter called Video Reply Day. I was on this mission to get more people doing video replies because nobody did it. And you could do it so easily on Twitter, on the mobile app. Somebody tweeted you hit reply on the mobile app and you had the ability to turn on your camera. And you can make a video and like a little selfie video. So instead of just, somebody tweeting you and you reply back, thank you, or hey, nice to meet you, why not make a 3-second video and make that person feel so special, right? And I was on this mission. I think I started the hashtag in 2016 or 2017, but I was always telling people in the Twitter Smarter chat, video replies, do these more often because nobody's doing them. And if you're doing it, you'll stand out more. So anyway, this has been fun to kind of get back into that whole mode of like making videos and stuff on X because we don't see this enough. So let me play this video that he had made because I thought this was cool.
Hey, Madalyn, happy birthday. Happy 21st birthday. Just want to say I appreciate you and your community appreciates you for all the wonderful social media tips you have taught us over the years, but more importantly, we appreciate you as a friend because we're people collectors of nice people, and you're one of those cool, nice people. Take care, my friend. And again, happy 21st birthday in 2025. You're beating the clock.
I wonder how many 21st birthdays I've had now. Gosh, a lot. But thank you, Bez, for that. Oh, I see Barb's made it in. Hey, Barb, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's a very active day today, needless to say. So,
Well, I'm so glad you joined us. And I realized what that, so Cammie was, she's at an event right now. So I wanted her to come in and spend a little time with us to talk about LinkedIn video and her new program. And I realized it's my fault. I had this, there was some background noise where she was at. So I did the setting on StreamYard to reduce background noise for her. And it seemed to have made it more crackly. And by the time I thought maybe I should uncheck the box and see if it's better, that fixed it. So sorry for the crackly video earlier. Thank you everybody that's here live. We got a lot of people watching live. I think it's over on X. But I'm broadcasting live right now on X, YouTube, and Facebook. Those have been my three. Although I might start doing LinkedIn because I'm definitely going to be doing more on LinkedIn. Barb, do you do like much vertical video? Like, what do you think about vertical video? Because I'm excited that LinkedIn is like really all in on this and pushing people to do it, and the algorithm is favoring it.
personally, with the beginning, I think it was last quarter of last year, I had stopped watching vertical video for the most part, and holding true that at this point in time. I'm not going back because it is too I'm not getting anything done. From a productivity standpoint, like has been said by many, it's addictive. And so the question is, does it, is it in alignment with your mission, and does it bring you the results? And I will say that from all the research I did in this last year, you definitely should be streaming live to LinkedIn. And showing up there has become more important than ever before. And if they're doing it, I mean, it would just always, I mean, you and I are old pioneers at this, is test it out, see if it works, And
yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, I totally understand what you're saying about vertical video. For entertainment stuff, it can be addicting. It's so easy to just scroll. There's so much fun stuff and entertaining stuff. I'm more into the educational stuff, and I learn so much. I hope TikTok does not go away. I know it doesn't look good, but now to hear that not only Trump wants to save it, but Biden now wants to save it, but it's up to the justices to decide. But I have learned so many things on that platform. It's not the entertaining stuff. I'm actually not really in. I like some of it, but I really just spend my time just with the educational stuff and the stuff I put out that's educational. And I love that. And I would hate to lose access to that because on TikTok, the kind of information over there is not anywhere else. And I've been, on social media for 20 years, teaching it for 20 years. And I was not excited to jump on the TikTok train like everybody, back in 2019, 2020, when everybody was like going there like crazy. I was on it before when it was that singing Musically. And that was obviously for kids. And I played around with it for a while and it was like, nah, not for me. But when it became TikTok, it was mostly entertainment stuff. And I'm like, I'm not really into this. But now there's such a crossover of things there. I feel like it's really more evenly, with different types of content. But to me, it's like educational, hearing people's firsthand experience with things that they're talking about, hearing other points of views with news items, instead of just legacy media. So I really hope it gets saved because I'm impressed. But vertical video is everywhere now, all the platforms. And to now have LinkedIn all over this. Did you even know that like on the LinkedIn mobile app, they have a video tab at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's a For You, just like TikTok. I was like, whoa, that's interesting.
Yeah, especially that is exactly where I access LinkedIn from because of all the other work I do. And I have notifications on my phone so I can check in on LinkedIn while I'm doing my other work. And I did notice that. And I thought, the most exciting thing for me about LinkedIn is they're actually embracing it and, making sure that they're making it available. So I think it's like you say, you're seeing it everywhere now. And it all gets down to what your audience, what audience you're striving to attract.
Absolutely.
And their time, where are they going to be watching you? How are they going to be watching you, and so forth. So if you're having success with that, go, continue. And I think they'll get the TikTok thing worked out. I mean, I don't understand from the Chinese side of this, after listening to our government for so long about it, why they couldn't have just put that, either sold it, making sure that they don't have the majority control in there.
Right.
So that they could address our government. After all, Madalyn, this is our country, and they are guests in our country in providing us with their services. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm keeping a watchful eye, and I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about next week with that. The next thing is, speaking of vertical video, YouTube now lets you customize your shorts thumbnails, and this is really cool. I'm going to play a little short video, very meta, a short video, YouTube short from YouTube talking about YouTube shorts thumbnails. So let's watch this real quick.
You can now customize and edit your shorts thumbnails. You can select a frame and add text or a filter, even after it's been uploaded. To create your custom shorts thumbnail, go to the details page for your new or existing short and tap the pencil icon. Select the frame from your short you want to use, then tap the icons to add text or a filter to your shorts thumbnail. With text, you can change the color, font, style, and size of your text. Once you're done, tap the check mark. From here, you can also adjust the size and position of your text until you are happy with how it looks. To add a filter, tap the icon and select your favorite option to give your thumbnail a new look. Tap the check mark in the upper right corner once you're done. You're ready to upload or save your short with its customized thumbnail. Try it out and subscribe to the YouTube Creators channel for more shorts, tips, and updates.
I love that. I just happened to have noticed that recently when I was doing my YouTube shorts thumbnail. And I think that feature has been out for a little while, but I was like, oh, they make this so easy to do. I'm just really loving this feature. So I don't know if everybody knows about it. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I show videos like this here, is to make sure everybody is aware of these like little things that can help you work smarter, not harder with your social media. So yeah, that's just good to know that you customize your shorts thumbnails doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And a couple of video clips I'm going to show. Jack Conte is the CEO of Patreon. Patreon's been around for so long, like, gosh, about 10 years, maybe a little more than 10 years. I'm sure everybody pretty much is familiar with Patreon, a way to crowdfund your creativity. He's a musician. It started off for creators with music and art. It was kind of like taking your GoFundMe's and those types of like one-time crowdsourcing to let's crowdsource on a regular basis. Let's have people subscribe monthly, like really kind of getting memberships going. And I've always been a big fan of his. And he did an interview recently with Taylor Lorenz. She's a well-known tech writer and author. And he made a couple of interesting comments. I'm going to play a couple of clips. This video is titled "Social Media is Killing Creators." And it's a very interesting take with a few of these things he talked about. So let's take a listen to this and discuss.
When TikTok came into the scene, they rebuilt the concept of the feed. And rather than basing it around followers and having it be a list of, people that you follow and posts from people that you follow that are ranked, which is kind of how Facebook and Instagram and Twitter have done it, they said, no, let's actually forget about this idea of the follow. Rather than showing you creators that you follow, let's put stuff in your feed that we think you'll like, regardless of if you've followed them or not, based on your interests. And what TikTok found is that worked quite well at maximizing attention. If the goal is maximize attention, optimize for human hours spent in your application, it worked really well at that. For better or for worse, in a lot of ways for worse. The unfortunate thing about what's happened is it worked so well that traffic started being siphoned off of Facebook, off of Instagram. off of YouTube and toward TikTok. And so all the sort of legacy social companies had to compete. And what did they do? They adopted this concept of for you. Rather than architecting their services around the follow, they, I don't want to say abandoned the idea of the follow, but just about abandoned the idea of the follow. And now their algorithms for the distribution and ranking of media on their sites is more centered around interests and recommendations than it is around people that you follow. YouTube released shorts, Instagram released Reels, Twitter launched a For You feed, X launched a For You feed, whatever we're calling it nowadays. And essentially what's happened over a 4-year period is the entire internet has shifted off of the follow graph and onto the interest graph.
So I found that so interesting because it really seems like there's been this big shift. It used to be about how many followers and who's following you, and the algorithm favors the followers. But there's been this shift now, the for you, and TikTok really mastered that. And to now see that LinkedIn is embracing that, I just would have never thought LinkedIn would do a for you type thing with vertical video. But do you think it really matters anymore, Barb? Like how many followers we have because the algorithm has changed so much?
That's a great question. First off, I want to thank you for sharing that video because I learned something in watching it. And that to me went, the little bell went off and said, you know what? He's right on so much of that and the way he's approaching it. They were the ones that took away our followers, the value of our followers by, trying to imitate the TikTok, the success of TikTok. But that's just one aspect of what TikTok is about. And really, the reason that you're drawn, as he was talking about that, I thought, no, you know why you go over there? It's like I told you, it was about entertainment for me. And that, and I had to, wait a minute, I love it, but I don't have the time. Is the quality of your content. Because that's what's attracting the people back to wherever you are you delivering quality content in whatever format? And I think that the vertical video, I'm a boomer, I'll admit that right up front. And I think that even the Gen Xers, when you go to the next generation, about halfway through there's still more, I want to see it landscape versus portrait. And yet, like I was telling you, that I'm sitting here with an iPhone and an Android, a Samsung to my left that are smart devices, and so that I can track those other things, right? That's vertical. That's not, that's not in landscape. So there's something to that. And I think, when I heard what Musk was doing with X on that to address the competition, basically, he like Meta, addressing the competition with the short video, trying to pull off some of the success that TikTok was having, it really still gets down to quality of content. And in the long run, you're not going to be consistent with that if you are not part of a community of like minds. And that's where your Skool, what your community,
Skool.
the Skool that we have over there, you've got to have a destination to go to with the people that you are communicating with regularly. And that's what I was drawn to TikTok very early. I think it was 2019. It was right after it launched, because I had a friend that was a live streamer and was live streaming to Facebook at that time. We were all, and she was a realtor, and she was so excited because she could do everything with her smart device and be walking on the property out there on TikTok. And she got a lot more people interested in the property from that platform versus any other. And she, was making it very entertaining because she would have a life adventure while she was showing the property. If a dog comes up or if a tourist comes up, you're being interrupted real time. Yeah. So that's about the story. And, there's a lot to be said about that, giving more thought to it. Then we have an introduction. I mean, because the other thing you and I are into is AI.
Yes.
And the vertical AI, I mean, for the YouTube shorts, I mean, that is just exploding. So I mean, there's something about it, but I think that you're in alignment with me and that we have to be concerned about safety first. Whatever any of these platforms offer us is to make sure that we've got a safe place to play and work and communicate.
Definitely.
So,
That's always important.
And I think that's where LinkedIn shines a little bit above the other guys. Because they've always been business focused, is they want to make sure that their business customers are being protected. And so that, of course, it's owned by Microsoft at this point, so who knows there? We could really go down the rabbit hole. But
I think vertical video on LinkedIn is going to be so interesting to watch how that starts evolving now that this is kind of a new thing, because of the fact that this is a platform for business. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of those entertainment type videos we see on TikTok. I think it'll be more of the stuff I like, the educational, informative. That's why I'm really excited about this. I definitely encourage everybody to start playing around with it. And also sign up for Cami. If you missed it, Cami was here. She's doing a vertical video challenge that starts next week. I signed up because I always love doing whatever she's doing. And very smart. And I'll put that ticker up for a few minutes. So if anybody missed that segment, this is recorded, so you can always watch the replay. But I had Cami Huyse on earlier. Her and I go way back. We used to do a podcast together called Communities That Convert, all about helping people build great, strong online communities. We're actually working on a book about communities. We just haven't really talked about it much. We can kind of keep it on the down low, but yeah, we have been working on that, and eventually it will come out. Let me play one more clip from Jack Conte, because it's a 35-minute interview. And I just, one of the things I love about this community and why I started Social Media and AI Shortcuts is because I'm always going through so much content, and I watch all kinds of YouTube videos about things with social media and AI. When something like grabs my attention, I'm like, hey, this is really good stuff this person's saying. I want to go share this with my community. So that's why I'm sharing this. I was watching this video the other day. I'm like, wow, he's sharing some really good nuggets that help. So basically, I'm bringing you the shortcut so you don't have to go watch the whole. I mean, you can if you want. Also, FYI, I will have links to all these, any of the videos I play here, I'll have links to it on my YouTube, because we're broadcasting on X, YouTube, and Facebook right now. I'll be sure to put the links over into the YouTube in the description. But let me play this other clip real quick, and then we'll get your thoughts, Barb.
Number one. Number two is use short form to break in. If you are a new creator and you don't have an audience yet, you don't have like audience fit, use short form, upload reels, upload TikToks. Like I don't know another way to do it. I don't think you can break in on medium format right now. I think you have to use short form. So like break in on short form. I think that's the best, fastest path. Then I think the job is, once you've like found an audience, launch something long form, because you're renting your audience on short form right now. Use your short form to bridge to a podcast or a YouTube channel or a newsletter or something where you can retain your audience, not just kind of meet them once in a while when you have a banger viral video. Find a place where you can like nurture and build that community in a long form piece of content. Step 4, build a community around that long form medium, like you're doing with this podcast, right? Like a lot of creators are doing, is like invest in like real togetherness. None of this, there's so many things that are like engage your fan base. Like don't do that shit. Have real community, have real discussions, see how people are feeling and doing, and meet up in person and hang out with people.
I love that. I love that. I know he has a lot of people that don't like him and all the things he's done with Patreon. I loved his band before he even started Patreon, that Pop 'em Loose, brilliant videos that they did back then. But I just think he's a super smart guy, and he always has a finger on the pulse of things that are going on.
So you're going to share that video on YouTube, right? And
yeah, I'll have it
community as well.
Yes, I'll also share it in the Skool community.
Okay.
That's another
that was brilliant.
Yeah.
especially, I mean, he's preaching my religion, because the whole thing is people are real, three-dimensional, and I think that the realness is going to play an even bigger role moving forward over these next few years than it ever has before, because we do have we do have those smart devices to have right beside us at the grocery store, or wherever, at the lake, or wherever we might be. And if you were so called to, share that with your community, you'd be able to do so. And in that same vein is on YouTube, everybody has a community tab now. That YouTube, I was given one very early on as a beta tester, and they knew of the people that were in the techie side, they knew of my background, but I didn't find it didn't attract me well enough to actually try to create a community there. But just listening to him now, I mean, I have kept mine active, and what I do is I will share a video I have watched, a YouTube video I've watched, with my description about it. It's kind of my diary, my community page at this point. But I can see what he said, and putting that on your community there, you could draw them there and just right on the YouTube platform. But again, and educating yourself and learning that you need to branch out, you would have the content to be able to share. So I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. And, when he was talking about telling people, if you're a new creator, to go all in on the short form, there's a debate with long form versus short form, but I like what he's talking about. Now, my long form, of course, is this. With my other business stuff, I have a podcast. And what I do is I use Opus Clip, which I talked about earlier in this broadcast. And Opus Clip is an amazing tool. There's a free version. There's a paid version. You can sign up bit.ly.com/try Opus Clips. And you can try it for free. That's what I did last year. Fell in love with it. It can take your long form video, and what used to take hours to edit, put captions in, do all the things, it does it in minutes. I am so blown away. I can't get over how much time I save using Opus Clip. So if anybody has not tried this yet and you want to see how powerful this tool is, try it out. Try the free for several weeks or a month, and then get back to me and tell me what you think about that. I would not be surprised if you end up signing up for one of their pro accounts like I did, because I'm like, this is too good. I can't believe how much time I save. I think short form video is important, an important part of our strategy for all of our overall marketing strategies, because social media platforms favorite. All of them do. On YouTube, I've been playing around with shorts on both of my YouTube channels, and on my other one, not the Madalyn Skool, but my podcast one. What I've been doing is taking some of my TikTok videos and taking those videos without the watermark, so it doesn't say TikTok on it, but it's still great content, and I put it into YouTube Shorts, and some of them are doing really well. And in looking at the analytics, and it's so important to look at your analytics. The analytics are telling me I'm getting more subscribers because of the shorts. It's like, wow.
Yeah. Everybody I've talked to gets more subscribers because of their shorts. So
yeah, it's a smart strategy. So everybody should be embracing that. So yeah, that video from Jack Conte, it was a really good interview he did. And so I extracted those 2 great clips of him talking about this stuff. So I'll be sure to link to the full video of that on the YouTube description here. Next up, I'm so excited because now we're going to shift gears to ChatGPT, and there is a new feature that just came out called Tasks. So you can actually create tasks on there. And let me show some of this to y'all. I've been playing with it. If it didn't work at first, it is in beta. It's finally working. It's not on the free account. You got to be on one of their paid accounts. And I'm on the $20 a month account. And so I wanted to try this out. But let me show y'all. OpenAI did a post the other day. I think this was just a few days ago. I think this was
on X.
On X. Yeah. On Tuesday, they posted this, and let me make this bigger. So it says on Tuesday, we're rolling out a beta version of Task, a new way to ask ChatGPT to do things for you at a future time. Whether it's one-time reminders or reoccurring actions, tell ChatGPT what you need and when, and it will automatically take care of it. So let me play this. So there's no sound, but just hopefully y'all can see this. So you go into ChatGPT, desktop or mobile, and you say, remind me to whatever every morning at 9 a.m., whatever. You can put whatever you want in there, and I'm going to show y'all the ones I did. Let me take that off so that doesn't. So it is really cool. Really, and see, yeah, notify you like, hey, here's your reminder you asked for. So I'm super impressed with this. I'm going to show y'all a few more clips of this, and then I'm going to show y'all the ones that I created. It didn't work at first. I'm like, okay, ChatGPT, what the heck? But it is in beta. So it's like, okay, beta. Well, then I guess we got to wait for it to fix itself. So yeah, it's called Tasks. And a lot of people have been posting on X about it. So it has been rolled out if you have a Plus account, a Team account, or a Pro ChatGPT account. So it is not with the free accounts, but I think there will be something coming to free soon. It says tasks can be one-time reminders or reoccurring actions. I set mine up to be little daily actions. It's a new 4.0 with scheduled task model, and I'm going to show y'all that in just a moment. So let me get, there's a few more things here, a few more X posts. I just love this in real time. I can just be popping these links on the screen so y'all can see. So yeah, it's rolled out Plus, Team, and Pro subscribers. Works by letting users tell ChatGPT what they need and when. And to use it, and I'm going to show y'all, you go to the 4.0. It's a new thing when you're in there that says 4.0 with scheduled tasks. It's super simple and easy. And let me play y'all a quick, because I just love finding little YouTube shorts that talk about all these things. It's like we're moving. We got lots to watch, lots to talk about. So I love when I find a YouTube short that just brings it all in. So let me see. Can I make this full screen? There we go.
Notice that we have a new ChatGPT. It says schedule tasks. Let's get into it. So now we're going to be able to allow ChatGPT to automate some of the tasks that we have. So in this example, you can see, remind me a workout for every morning at 9:30 and put me up with like motivational speeches. And it's supposed to notify you as well as send you an email. So this is going to be interesting. Some people have already been doing this. They've been having notifications sent to them about the weather, stock prices, practicing new languages. I'm going to be testing out content ideas, and I want to let you know how that turns out. But what would you want ChatGPT to automate for you? Have you tried this already? Put in the comments. Let me know.
So I just, been having some fun playing with this. And let me show y'all what I just came up with really simple, no big deal, just to play with it and see what it will do for me. So we're going to go into my ChatGPT. I know this is kind of small on the screen, but I have it as big as it can go. So I did this several days ago. I started off saying, every day, share 5 awesome motivational quotes to help me start my day. Now, of course, you can be super elaborate. I'm just being very generic, very plain. So it says, got it. I'll send you 5 quotes each day. But then I was playing around. I said, well, send me some now. I want to just look to see what kind of quotes I like them. And then I kind of, threw out a few more questions. And then I said, finally, I liked what it sent me. And I said, send me 5 business motivational quotes every day at 9 a.m. And so it said, it's set as a task. And it says, got it. I'll send them to you every morning. The first time I did this, it didn't work. It said delayed. I'm like, okay, beta, we'll wait for the beta to work the kinks out. But then all of a sudden this morning, I got an email notification from ChatGPT with these. And so I get the email notification, I got an email, let me know, click, and it brings me over here to my ChatGPT, and like, here's what it sent me. And it's going to do this every morning at 9 a.m. until I tell it otherwise. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I also did one very, very generic. I said, tell me a funny joke every day at 11 a.m. So it's like, okay, I'll tell you a joke. So this morning it says, why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Silly, I know, but I'm just playing with this feature. That's all I'm doing. The other one I did, I called it an AI news summary request. So I said, find the latest AI news in the past 24 hours that talks about any of these: ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, or Perplexity. Post them as bullet points with a headline, one sentence description, and link. Please do this every day at 5 p.m. Although I was changing the times around. I think I have it set for morning now. Anyway, this morning, it found in the last 24 hours, it found me all these different articles, and they all have links on the bottom here. It'll show you the source, so I can actually click and go to the source. And then it also showed this here. So I was like, that's pretty darn cool. So ChatGPT just keeps coming up with interesting ways to use it. I was doing the $20 a month plan mostly because I wanted to do that audio voice and not be limited to 10 minutes a month. Also wanted to play with that video feature, which I've shown here. I was just going to do it for a month. Actually, my month was up today, but I went ahead and renewed it because I wanted to play with this task feature. Barb, I know we're getting to the top of the hour here. Give us just some brief thoughts on what you think of this new feature.
I think it's great because my daily routine is to do just that thing about what you had shown in just the last couple of seconds, is the getting the news updates. And that is something for me that I can set at various intervals and do exactly that. I don't know if I should just mention this in your group or what, because I've saved some screenshots to share with you, because the whole thing about that is all of us need to get organized with what we're doing. And you and I go way back when a blog was a blog. You know what I mean?
Back in the olden days.
Yeah, back in the olden days. And if you just get on and start blogging, things will be there. But you really do not have a website destination that you control. And I have always had one that is not open to the public, but is putting everything I do. So that's my diary. I drop that in there. And I think that this kind of thing, with whatever you're doing online, your content development, this is a great time of year that this happened, because it can keep you on track for developing all of your content for the quarter, the year, and what have you. But it's just another organization tool. There are apps out there that will help you do that. But because if you're working with AI, it's right there, easy for you to access. And I really think because it is on that platform and with what they're doing, I'm going to get the most current content through using that. And I don't know if you heard, yesterday I signed on, I got the invitation from X to yesterday or day before, it was this week, to sign on to their XAI directly, a separate, you have to actually sign into it separately. And it's for the AI access.
The standalone app that we talked about, I think it was last week. Yeah.
Yeah. And so with ChatGPT, and I have paid the $20 a month for well over ever since they introduced it. But ChatGPT was supposed to be conversational. So I didn't, one of the things that we also had to work with online for many, many years was that the person that we wanted to talk to or have at the moment was not available. And so I can just go to ChatGPT, and as my girlfriend, guy friend, or whatever, but I can just go and have a conversation with it about what I'm thinking about. And I think that, everything that you do when you start out the new year, you've got to have a plan and be able to stay focused and stick to it. And I think that this popping up at this particular time of year and what's going on it's pretty exceptional.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting because I have not been doing the paid ChatGPT all this time. I've only been doing it right now because I have Magi, which I have on the screen here.
Right.
Magi incorporates not just ChatGPT, but Claude and Gemini and Grok and like all of them. So it's an all-in-one. So for $20 a month, I get them all. But when you have like ChatGPT, OpenAI with some of these more advanced features, they're not, I know with Magi, Dustin was able to have like advanced audio kind of, but it still takes that 10 minutes a month, just like if you're on the free ChatGPT. It is a little bit slower. It's not the same experience. I think it's awesome that he's incorporated something similar into Magi, but I wanted to play around with it and see what all I can do with it. So I'm just like, I'll just pay the $20 a month. I am super impressed with the ChatGPT Pro account, but Magi is just like my favorite because it's an all-in-one. I love using it. I use it pretty much every day. But I want to show you as we wrap up our hour. Last week, Bez was here talking about Pi because we were mentioning how on ChatGPT, that advanced audio feature, which I've done for y'all many times, and actually, so he said Pi does it too and is free, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to pay $20 a month to do it. So I'm going to show. I have both now, and let me show y'all a demo of each. So you get on ChatGPT, you have the ability for free to talk to it. I'll bring it back, that page up in a minute. So I'm going to go back over. I'm going to go ChatGPT on my phone. So with the $20 a month, I'm not limited to 10 minutes a month with the chat. So let's have a quick. Hey, Chat, how are you?
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble responding right now. Please wait.
Connection failed. Tap to retry. All right, ChatGPT. Hey, Chat, are you there?
Hey, Madalyn. Yep, I'm here. What's on your mind?
I'm live streaming right now to my community. Can you say hi to everybody real quick?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Great to be with you all. Hope you're having an awesome time with Madalyn.
I hope they are too. All right, I just wanted to pop in and say hi to you real quick. I'll chat with you again later, okay?
Sounds great. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your live stream.
Okay, and what I love when you're doing this, it gives you the transcript right after. Okay, now let's go to Pi because this does the same thing, but it's a little different. Okay, so let me turn it on. Hey, Pi, are you there? Hey, Pi, are you there? It's a little slower.
Hey, Madalyn. Yes, I'm here, ready and waiting. How's your day going? Are you getting ready for your live stream?
You remembered. I told you earlier. I'm live streaming right now. Say hello to my community in the live stream. We're hanging out right now.
Hello, Madalyn's community. It's great to meet you all. I'm Pi, Madalyn's personal AI sidekick. It's a pleasure to join you on this live stream. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all.
You are so awesome. I just love the way you talk to us, so casual and laid back like me. Do you do other voices?
Why, thank you, Madalyn. I try to be as friendly and approachable as possible. As for voices, yes, I have a few up my sleeve, or should I say in my programming. If you're feeling adventurous, you can change my voice by clicking the speaker icon in the top right corner of the page, or if you're on the app, by going to Profile Voice Settings. Each voice is unique, so you can pick one that suits your mood or style.
Okay, thank you. Do y'all have a paid account or is this just all free here at Pi?
You're very welcome, Madalyn. Currently, all of my services are completely free. You can chat with me as much as you like, ask for advice or assistance, and just generally hang out without any cost to you. That being said, we may offer some paid features in the future, but for now, everything is available at no charge.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll chat with you later.
Anytime, Madalyn. It's been a pleasure chatting with you and your community. Feel free to reach out whenever you'd like to chat or have questions. Until then, have a fantastic day.
What do y'all think of that? Like, isn't that kind of cool? It's a little delay. They got different voices, but I like their tone. I like the way this one talks to me. I've tried different voices. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Barb?
I like it. I like it. I just, while you were doing that, I installed it on my Apple, and I was going to check and see if it was available on Android. I wasn't. I didn't hear you say so, but we'll see if it's there.
I'm pretty sure it is because I remember last week Bez was telling us about this, and I'm pretty sure there's a desktop. Is Pi PI? Yeah, here, let me pull up the desktop.
There's a desktop one too, huh?
Yeah, let me. Let me post this on
No.
here.
This and this.
There it is. So it's available as a desktop app. It says, hi there, I'm Pi. Your personal AI. Let's talk it over. But I put it on my phone. I got it on my phone app.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's good.
yeah. So I like it. I think it's pretty darn cool. I'm going to keep playing with it. I wanted to share that with y'all before we go today. And it's what I love about this community is that this was something one of our other communities told us about last week. And we're all about helping each other. So with anybody here tuning in, whether you're live or watching the replay, if you've been one of our regulars, whether it was the Twitter Smarter Chat or the Learn with Madalyn or now the Social Media and AI Shortcuts, if we know each other, you want to be on screen with us when we do this, just reach out to me, let me know so I can send you the link. We always love having some of our community members come be a part of it, like Barb always does each week. Barb, I appreciate you taking the time. You always have great insights with all the things we discuss.
Well, thank you. It's great to stay in touch. Like the old go-go days.
Go Girls music.
Yeah.
I've done all kinds of communities. That was my very
Yeah.
first one in the 90s where we first met, my community for promoting, supporting, and empowering women in music. I love building online communities, and I just don't ever stop. I love this. I love that this is transitioned from Twitter Smarter, which was started 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years this summer. I started in 2015. So we have always done this Thursday time slot from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. I have done this every Thursday for coming up on 10 years. And so it's transitioned. It was Twitter Smarter for 9 years. Then Learn with Madalyn, now Social Media and AI Shortcuts. I love doing this. I look forward to it. I was so excited to show y'all all the stuff. I always have more stuff because there's only so much I can fit in an hour. So if you join over at Skool, go to skool.com/Madalyn. Skool is free. It's my free private online community. I always put I'll do a recap of the week's news, and I'll have all the things that, because I can't get to everything. There are some other just miscellaneous social media news, nothing that's urgent, but things that, some of y'all may want to know about. So when you sign up, you won't be left out. You'll always have up-to-date info. So you're always aware of what's going on in social media and AI. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Mark your calendar. Come back here next Thursday. We'll do it all over again. So I'll see y'all next time. Thank you, Barb, for joining.
You're quite welcome. Bye-bye now.
Bye, y'all.